It was September 18th, 2010. I remember everything about that day. My name is Justin Bachman. I am a junior here at SU. I have a medical condition called Tourette syndrome. It's a neurological condition that causes people to have uncontrollable twitches, movements, vocal outbursts. All of these things are called tics. So Tourette's is super weird. It's something that is different for every single person that has it, where if you look at it on a severity spectrum from 1 to 10, I'm at my most severe in 8, but in normal day-to-day, most people wouldn't even know that I have it. I have broken my legs because of it. I've broken my wrists. I've severely injured myself, but it's also been a wild ride of the verbal tics where I uncontrollably yell the word bomb in airports. The biggest thing that I hope people can get is the fact that there is no control. That there is nothing I can do to stop my tics. No matter how hard I try, it's like trying to stop a sneeze or trying to make it so you don't have to blink. That it's a thing that my body does that it has to do, and it's the same for everyone. When I was in 8th grade, I was disqualified from a cross-country meet because the officials thought that my tics were just me trying to be rude. That was a day that crushed me. It was one of the hardest days of my life where I was put into a situation that it didn't matter what I did, what I said, what anyone tried to do, I was wrong for being different. That was the spark that started the fire. After that cross-country meet, I decided that I needed to do something. Living Loud itself is a motivational speech that I've given at 150 schools in 15 states across the country. It's all about being unapologetically you. Everyone has something that makes us different, and I never wanted anyone to experience the pain, the hurt that I did in that 8th grade cross-country meet where it didn't matter what happened. I was different because of something I was born with, and I was wrong. My goal was to show people that these differences that we have, not only is it okay to be different, but in fact that these differences are what make us who we are and what make us amazing. I attempted suicide 3 times before I was 11 years old, before I was diagnosed with Tourette's, before I really knew who I was. As I started speaking more and more, I realized that suicide was a topic that needed to be talked about. Around my sophomore year of high school, I wrote a new introduction for the speech that detailed the second time I attempted suicide. After that presentation, there was a girl that came up to me and said, I had planned on committing suicide tonight, but after hearing your story, after hearing that you were where I am and you were able to get out of it, and that you were able to make it through alive, I know that I can too. And that has happened 19 times. The greatest feeling is being able to know that you're not alone, and that number of 19 kids is something that blows my mind to this day, but is impossibly inspiring. Somehow, some way, there are students alive today because of the power of storytelling. Journalism and broadcast and local news was something that would allow me to keep telling stories, but to be able to do it in a different way. I want to be an anchor. For me, my end goal is to be a part of a community, and for people to be able to tune in and say, this is my community, and to be a part of that, that's the dream.